Hey, good one here. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. So, shocking, devastating news. Unexpected, really, really unexpected, heartbreaking news. Quibi, the groundbreaking streaming app with its 10-minute episodes and movies at most, 10 minutes at most, that you can only watch from your phone, that was going to revolutionize the streaming industry as we know it, is dead after 6 months. Not Quibi. Quibi! So look, it sucks for everybody that lost their job, Quibi, everybody that lost their job doing this, and I gotta hand it to them. The person, I'm not sure exactly their name or whatever, but I'm sure I'll probably say them in this article. The person that did Quibi, you gotta have some balls to do something as bold as Quibi. So, now our lack brain cells. But tried to do something different. Gotta hand it to him for that. Try to think outside the box, do something unique, and it didn't work out. Why? So Quibi Holding LLC is shutting down a mere 6 months after its streaming service. A crash landing for a highly touted startup that attracted some of the biggest names in Hollywood and looked to revolutionize how people consume entertainment. Well, that's over. The streaming service, which served up shows to 5 to 10-minute chapters formatted to fit a smartphone screen, has been plagued with problems since its April debut, facing lower than expected viewership, not viewers. A lawsuit from a well-capitalized foe or failure was not for lack of trying. Founder Jeffrey Katzenberg and chief executive Meg Whitman said, "In an open letter to employees and investors, we've considered and exhausted every option available to us." That sucks that a lot of people are losing their jobs. I will say that really does suck, as much as I like to joke around. But Mr. Katzenberg and Miss Whitman decided to shut down the company in an effort to return as much capital to investors as possible instead of trying to prolong the life of the company and risk losing more money. According to people familiar with the matter, employees will be laid off and will be paid a severance. The people said Quibi will explore selling the rights to some of its content to other media and technology companies. During a video call with employees Wednesday, an emotional Mr. Katzenberg suggested Quibi staffers listen to the song "Get Back Up Again," sung by actress Anna Kendrick in the animated film Trolls. So the decision marks a disappointing turn of events for Mr. Katzenberg, a former Walt Disney co-executive and DreamWorks co-founder who pitched the streaming service as a revolutionary new entrant to the video streaming wars. Quibi was designed for people, and we know how Quibi was designed. It kind of goes on to blame the pandemic, which I don't think that the pandemic is responsible for this at all. If anything, it should have worked out more for you because of the pandemic, but whatever. Unfortunately, we will never know, but we suspect it's a combination of those two that he said. So he suspects that it was its service launch in the middle of a pandemic was particularly ill-timed, and so there's some justifications in here for why it didn't work, or he tries to justify, but at any rate, Quibi is dead, and for those who actually enjoyed it, that sucks. For those people that worked to bring it together, that sucks. Moving on from that, though, Netflix Q3 subscriber and net earnings forecast stock falls. That's right. Netflix's growth in the third quarter cooled considerably after its blockbuster COVID-fueled pump in the first half of 2020. And it just talks a little bit about how they fell off, and I kind of suspect that it has to do with, that film Cuties and the whole lawsuit from my state going after it, where they're trying to charge them felonies for a film that I I mean, whether you agree or disagree, I think they can be held accountable as a distributor of something that closely falls in that category, even beyond that. Though the movie doesn't exactly like 100% fall into that category, it is very suggestive and very close to that, and that is unnerving. Not to mention the fact that you had to take real children and have them audition and shoot all these weird, bizarre, disgusting scenes and all that. So I mean, I think it has something to do with that, but there's no evidence to suggest that. The only evidence there is that their numbers fell off greatly in the third quarter. I wonder why. What could have stopped them from, you know, going up and up? What could have stop them? Because it definitely wasn't Disney, since Disney Mulan, all that controversy didn't work out too well for them. So and HBO Max hits its 28.7 million subscribers in QA. Warner Brothers revenue down 28%. So AT&T touched the growth of Warner Media's touched the growth of that sounds so dirty and wrong. Oh, it says touted. Well, maybe I'm the one that's dirty and wrong. So Warner Media's HBO Max premium streamer with activations more than doubling in the third quarter to 8.6 million. All told, 28.7 million customers were eligible to get HBO Max at the end of Q3. As of the end of September, HBO Max and HBO Max subscribers in the U.S. together reached 38 million, exceeding the company's initial year-end target of 36 million. The numbers show HBO Max combined had a net gain of about 1.7 million subscribers in the third quarter. There's a caveat. In its overall HBO Max number, AT&T rolls up all subscribers who are eligible to get it, even if they haven't watched it, with total activations of HBO Max at 8.6 million. That means 70% of HBO's existing subscribers who have access to HBO Max for no extra charge still have not signed in to use the supersized streaming service. Of the 28.7 million figure, 25.1 million HBO Max users come through wholesale agreements. Comcast, DirecTV, Hulu, and others. 3.6. Okay. So 3.625 million are direct retail consumers, an increase. So, I mean, it's not 100% great news, but it is good news, and that's better than bad news, isn't it? And HBO Max is just barely getting started. They have so much promising content coming that's not even on their platform yet. I think they're going to be a real contender for Netflix and for Disney. Honestly, especially because Disney is just family-oriented content, I think HBO Max is really going to steal the show. It goes on to add a lot more detail to it. No, I'm not going to get into all that and read this whole damn article. Sorry for anybody that wanted to read the rest of this article, but hey, go over to Variety and check it out for yourself if you want to finish reading that whole article. But I'm going to keep this video short and call it quits here. Let me know who you think is going to be top dog when the next year rolls around. Well, at least after HBO Max starts really pumping out all that original content that it's been promising, which will be some point next year. I don't remember the details on when all these different individual shows are coming, but there's a lot of promising content that they haven't gotten out yet. Whereas, Netflix, it pumps out original content all the time. Some of it's very underwhelming. Every once in a while, you get something really great and impressive, but apparently, they're not getting the numbers that they expected in the third quarter. And Quibi's dead, and Disney Plus doesn't really have much. They have The Mandalorian coming this month, but Disney Plus doesn't have much going for it with the delay of all those Marvel TV shows and just a lack of original content. So I really think HBO Max is going to end up being the top dog out of all these when it comes down to it. Maybe I'm wrong, but comment down below. Let me know which one you think's going to come out on top out of all these. Which one do you think's going to do the best? Which one do you think's going to do the worst? I think HBO Max probably has the most promising content moving forward. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, stay awesome, rock on.